Alright, yo, what's going on, everybody? We're back with another reaction. We're going to be checking out 3 anime trailers here today. And I'm not going to lie, this is kind of a filler video because I had actually meant to post a Genshin Impact version trailer video today. But that bitch just does not want to finish exporting. It fails every time there's less than like 15 minutes. And it's like a 2-hour export, like a 1.5-hour export. So it just keeps getting to that point and then just fails. And it's very fucking annoying. So yeah, that's why I'm kind of posting this kind of a filler, but I'm also interested in checking these trailers out. We got JOJO Part 7 Steel Ball Run, JJK Season 3, and Freerin Season 2. Let's go ahead and check these out. If you guys are interested in my anime reactions, check out my Patreon. I posted a Chainsaw Man movie reaction a few days ago. I posted that, and I'm also reacting to live action shows and other weird anime like Ghost Stories dub and Pluribus live action is such a weird dichotomy. But regardless, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go ahead and check these out. All right, let's go. We're gonna check out the JoJo Part 7 trailer first. I did not read Part 7. I've watched the anime up until Part 6. So, and I obviously have heard things about this part. Like, people say it's like the best part. I guess we'll see. And I also think it's about like horse racing, isn't it? Horse racing? I don't know. And I also know the main character is Johnny. And I also know that I think there's a antagonist or something named Valentine, I think. I'm not sure. You know, JoJo's pretty unavoidable. It's so like trendy online, and people love to talk about Part 7. So it's pretty unavoidable. But I don't really know much aside from that. So let's go ahead and check this out. Go. US, America.
年の夏、僕は何かに引き寄せられてここに来た。
Wait, pause. 11. 1890? This is interesting because up until part 1 to 6, we've been in like a linear timeline, and every next part is in the future. But this is all the way back in 1890 in San Diego, big San Diego. San Diego, I don't know why I said San Diego. Isn't this before part 1 even? This is before part 1, right? Oh, I forgot what year part 1 took place in. It might be like after part 1. No, it might be before. Because I remember in part 1, Jack the Ripper was there, and wasn't he actually, let me just search this up quickly. Yeah, my JoJo's knowledge isn't that great because I wasn't the biggest fan of JoJo's up until like the second half of part 3 to like part 4. Like part 4 is really where I got hooked, but I thought the second half of part 3 was cool too. Around 1880 and concluding in 1890. Oh, this is right after part 1. What the fuck? And he's a Joestar, right? This guy Johnny? This guy Johnny Joestar, right? Let's start from the beginning. That's interesting. I'm actually kind of hyped about that. I don't know why. It just seems different. And also, I know this is meant to just be a trailer reaction, but I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on part 6. Because part 6, it's not my favorite JoJo part, but I love the ending of it. At first, I was like, yo, I don't know how I feel about this. Like, I was kind of mixed on it, but then after like thinking about it, I was like, yo, I actually really fuck with like weird endings like that, like sad endings. I fuck with that. I love like endings like that, even though sometimes it can get a bit overplayed, like when you just have an ending to be sad just for the sake of being sad, or being confusing for the sake of being confusing. But I don't know, I'm really sucker for the like memorable endings like that. Like part 6 was really, I really liked the ending for part 6. If I had to rank my favorite JoJo parts in order, I'd probably say 5. It's interesting. 5 maybe? 5, 4, 6, I think. My top 3. And then for the last 3, I'd probably say second half of part 3 was good. First half was one of the worst things I've ever seen. It was so boring. So it's kind of mixed. Part 2 and part 1, I was really hooked on the show. I was a fan of Joseph in part 2, but part 1 is definitely my least favorite. Then I'd say like part 2 maybe, and part 3, because part 3, the second half of part 3 really saved the anime for me. Like really, like the second half, it's really the point where I actually enjoyed it. I don't know how I stuck with JoJo for so long, because I really did not like the first 2 parts and the first half of second 3, but the second half, part 4, part 5, and then part 6, I was like, okay, part 6 was solid. Like that was a solid way to end it. So I'm excited for part 7. Let's go. Let's restart from the beginning. 0, go. We're in San Diego, 1890, right after part 1. Interesting.
1890年の夏、僕は何かに引き寄せられてこ
This
こに来た。
voice. Is that Kageyama?
ようこそスティールボールランレースへ。人類史上初の乗馬による北米大陸横断レースである。
That voice. Horse racing. That's funny. Where's Peaky Blinders at? Where's Thomas Shelby? That voice though. I definitely recognize that voice. I'm not gonna sit here and wait about it, but this voice, this guy's Kageyama, right? Let's start at 2. I know I'm rewinding a lot, but hold on. I didn't expect to pause this much.
1890年の夏、僕は何かに引き寄せられてここに来た。
ようこそスティールボールランレースへ。
I like the music. This guy's got the Rohan cut, the egg cut. He's got the Tamago. Bro got shot.
いつもそばに馬がいた。
Famous jockey. I recognize this dude. Is that Valentine?
あの鉄球、回転していた。もう一回見せてくれ。
He's in a wheelchair. He's in a wheelchair?
確かに俺は。
Well, that's his stand.
もう一度馬に乗ってやる。知りたい。鉄球とあいつのことを。
No, I think that's Yuji. I think that's Yuji's voice.
プロの技ということさ。
And these are the Diego Brando. What? Is that Dio's? What? You got Johnny and you got Diego. Where's Dora? Nah. What? Cause this guy, they haven't said his name right now, I don't think, but his name is, no, they said it. Yeah, his name is Johnny Joestar. They said it, and this guy's name is Diego. Is this his cousin, bro? Yo, this is kind of fire. I can't lie. 45, go.
確かに俺は俺の足でもう一度馬に乗ってやる。知りたい。鉄球とあいつのことを。にょ。
Nyo.
プロの技ということさ。先が読めた。
Isn't this the longest JoJo? I'm not sure. Sandman? The money of the white people. Facts. Poco Loco. That motherfucker is loco. Bro said the truest thing, he said, I just need the money of the white people. Oh, I know this is peak racism. I love it. 56, go.
先が読めた。俺はこの足のみで大陸を横断して優勝する。必要なのは白人の金。
Oh my, yo, I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this. Hopefully they don't do a bullshit Netflix drop like before. I want this shit to be a weekly. Oh, even the promoter, Steven Steele.
このレースの勝者はこの世のヒーローになるわ。
Lucy Steele. Why does that look like old girl from part 5?
制した者に贈られる賞金は5000万ドル。
I'm actually way more hyped than I thought I would be.
もっと癖を出して走れ。ジャイロゼペリを刺すのは。
Gyro Zappelli, wait. Gyro Zappelli. See, I'm not even... Gyro. Isn't Gyro a character from like part 2, right? I know Zappelli is. I know Zappelli's like part 1, part 2. Gyro Zappelli. Is he related to... What the hell is the connection, bro? Yo, this... I'm not gonna lie. This might be the JoJo part that I'm the most hyped for. Well, for one, I was only waiting for part 6. Like, I watched part 1 and 5 when they were long done. Part 6, I watched, like when it came out. But then, this one, I'm actually hyped for this shit. Because I'm so intrigued by the connections. I did not expect to be commenting for this long. I expected, like, to just watch these 3 trailers and just be done with the video. Right? Because as you guys can tell at the beginning of the, I was like, bro, I was like annoyed because of what was going on in my video. But This was awesome. I actually fucking love this trailer. And they never even mentioned Dio or Jonathan once. Like the only inkling that we got that they had stands was the steel ball. So is that gonna help him with the horse race? Also, is this entire thing in like does this entire part take place in like one race? I'm guessing at the beginning we get like, introductions to each character and then what happened to Johnny, right? That he got shot. What the hell was that about, by the way? And I'm guessing, oh, okay, I'm guessing he was already a famous jockey, like a horse racer, because that's what they call them, right? Jockeys. Isn't it a jockey like a horse trainer though? But regardless, I think he was a horse racer, and he got shot maybe because they were jealous of him or something. They wanted to literally like make him unable to race. And then we have this bullshit, the stands and stuff. Yo, this is actually hype. And isn't this quite a long part too? I think I said in the reaction, isn't this like the longest trailer? I mean, the longest part, or one of the longest parts. I think part 6 actually might be the longest, but I think part 7's up there too. Yo, this is hype. Also, I really fuck with Johnny's design. JoJo designs just they're awesome every time, but Johnny in particular, he has one of my favorite JoJo MC designs. Kind of gives me a weather report type of vibes, with his design. I'm really a fan of like just his fit, bro, his style. Like I've seen it before, but he's dripped the fuck out. I can't lie. He's dripped the fuck out. So I'm excited for this. We got Diego, bro. We got Dio's Mexican cousin. And we got some. I know Poco Loco is gonna be Loco. This guy was jumping. Bro. Look at this dude, bro. Bro don't need to be doing all that, bro. I'm guessing he got like sabotaged right here. Well, okay, that was a good trailer, bro. I'm actually that was hilarious. That's one of the best trailers I've ever seen. I don't know why that just weirdly got me amped up because I'm not even like the biggest JoJo fan. Because I am a fan of it, obviously, because I've watched part 1 to 6 and I stuck out with it, even though I didn't enjoy the show in the beginning. But I don't know, something about this trailer, how the ending of part 6, I don't know. It's something. It's an effect on you. It has effect. It has an effect, and I'm excited to see and what they do. Oh yeah, I really want this to be weekly. I really hope they don't do this bullshit drops of like 12 episodes. It just kills the hype. It kills the momentum, and I just don't like it. It's kind of interesting because I usually complain about like waiting about that stuff. Like I mean I don't complain openly, but I just don't like waiting for episodes. But at the same time, I don't want them to drop all of them at once. I like waiting for a couple episodes to stack up, then I can watch it. But also, the weekly hype is way better than the fucking dropping bullshit at once. So, a bit of a economy there. But regardless, that was a fucking sick trailer, bro.